What's up, everybody? I had a pretty awesome experience today that I just have to share. I was sitting on the internet today, and you know, anyone that lives in Baltimore, I don't know if they know, but there's a radio station. It's 95.1 Shine FM, and I was listening to. I was reading. I went on the website, the Shine FM website, and was trying to. I sent a message to the people who own the place, you know, asking when they were going to put third day tickets up. You know, be giving away third day tickets because my mom and I are really interested in going, but unfortunately we just don't have the money to do so. So we are in constant prayer that, you know, that when they do start giving the tickets away, that we will be able to win them by calling in. So I sent the message asking, you know, so I could get kind of like a heads up on when to really look for it. And I saw through that, I saw that you can listen to the radio on the computer, because I don't have a radio up in my room anymore. So so I opened up the radio page and started listening to it up here in my room. And I was reading my Bible, and you know, I was doing my reading, and I'd heard you know, what they do on Tuesdays, they call it Gratitude Tuesdays, and you know, they encourage people to call in and share their, you know, what they're grateful for, and you know, so I decided, well, you know, I've got a couple things to be grateful for. So, you know, I got the number and called up, and surprisingly got right through to Aaron and Jack, and you know, they answered the phone, and I said, yeah, you guys are doing the grateful things, right? And I'm like, yeah, what are you grateful for? And you know, so I told him, I mean, what I told him was, you know, that I was grateful that, you know, I could still see, and I was grateful that I could walk, and I was grateful that, you know, I could talk, and things of that nature, things that I took for granted for a long time, not realizing how important they were and how blessed I was to have them. So, you know, I'd like to share that gratitude, because, I mean, it's something that some people, you know, me included, you know, take for granted until it's gone, you know. And you know, having them back, you know, at first I was in a place of just anger and resentment, you know, like, you know, why did this have to happen? I shared it in my prior message, but so anyway, I told them about that, and they asked, you know, what's the story on that? You know, like, there's got to be a story on that. And I told them a little bit about the overdose and how it, you know, left me with a brain injury from it, where, you know, I lost my vision and had to learn how to walk, all that good stuff. So you know, Jack had told me that, you know, he completely feels for me, and that, you know, because he's been in the same place before, and he asked me if this was my bottom, and you know, I had told him, like, yes, and I didn't share with him that I had actually picked up again after that, but I'd shared that yes, it was, because, I mean, ultimately it is, man. You know, I want to live, I want to be able to see, I want to walk, I want to talk, all this kind of stuff. So and Erin, which, if I got her name wrong, I'm extremely sorry, but I believe that's her name, Erin, you know, she had told me that, you know, she was really excited for me, because, you know, that, you know, she's excited to see, you know, the people that God is going to put in my life, that, you know, I can give this testimony to, you know, of God's work, and that I can be around to grow spiritually, and it was just really cool, man. And they told me to keep in touch, and you know, let them know how I'm doing. And so, you know, I you know, I hung up the phone, and obviously I'm listening to the radio because I want to hear my story. And about I don't know, about 5 minutes after I hung up the phone, I heard Erin say something about, I can't really quote her specifically, but her talk was that, if somebody holds in a gratitude, something that they're grateful for, it's kind of really selfish, because I mean it can benefit others to hear what other people are grateful for. I was listening to a whole bunch of them, and I mean, like, it was just amazing to see God's work in these people's lives. And so I sat there and I listened, and I was waiting for my turn to come up, where they would show my message. And I didn't think it was going to be me. I didn't think I was going to get on. And I started to get kind of frustrated, irritated, that my message was not being put on there, and I was like, it was really getting me all kinds of frustrated. I wasn't able to concentrate. I was in the middle of reading and I couldn't read, and I was, I started becoming a little, cocky, and I lost all humility, and was like, yeah, I shared my message, now I put it on, so I mean, but anyway, like I knew deep down that, like, that attitude was just wrong to have, that it was not right for me to be thinking, not to share, not for God, for people to see what God did for me, but that what this story, my story, is of my own doing, and all this, just complete selfishness and lack of humility. And I knew this was wrong, so I sat down, I got on my bed, and I was like, alright, I gotta pray, because I gotta read and all this kind of stuff. I gotta pray, I gotta pray that God takes this from me. And so I got on my bed back there, and was just sitting there praying. I'm still listening to the radio, and I had prayed. I had started with just thanking God that He gave me that opportunity to be able to share that, even if it didn't get out on the air. That I was able to share that with somebody, and somebody that you don't know, but because they're on the radio, you kind of look up to them, and they're on a Christian radio station. You kind of look up to them, like they're probably doing pretty well in their life, and to hear encouragement from them, I was grateful for that, and I thank God for that, and I started to ask God to really humble me here, and to know that this story and this gratitude that I had, it's not towards myself, but truly it's towards God, and what He has done, and blessed me with to still have, so I began to ask for humility. And I remember well, I had a lady, Miss Julie Burnett. She had told me something about this story that I have is God is going to use for His glory, and she said not to rush it, and to take my time, and really get rooted with what I'm doing, and so that I can have something behind my story. And so I had prayed that, and I told God, like, Father, I know that my testimony you will use that testimony to bring glory to your name, and it'll all be done on your time, and that you will let the people that you want to hear it, and you will just open that door for me to share this. And as soon as that happened, as soon as I was praying this, I wasn't even done the prayer. I heard, well, we've got Jason from Perry Hall on the line. Jason, what are you grateful for? And they shared my message, and I mean, it was amazing, to hear. It's amazing that you really, even I got something out of hearing my message, and I continued to listen to others' messages. And there's a little kid that, I don't know, he must have been like 8 or 9 years old, and he was talking about how he's grateful for the Ravens win, and then he was grateful for a girl. I didn't get whether she was his age or if she was a lot older, but how, you know, she's there to encourage him and stuff, man. It was just awesome. You know, so I was amazed, you know, and I was thrilled, and I was happy, and I ran downstairs and tried to call my mom and let her know, you know, and as soon as she didn't answer, she was getting her nails done or something, right? What women do, and this guy called me, and you know, I didn't know the number. I kind of recognized it, but I didn't have it in my phone, and one of my friends, Adam, that went to my high school with me, he had called and said, like, dude, I just heard you on the radio. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. And I mean, this is a guy that, you know, for you know, all I knew, you know, didn't have any idea of, you know, like, who Christ was. And that's, you know, my judgment of, you know, judging a book by its cover, you know, not taking the time to really get to know, you know, where he was and that. But I mean, he had called me and told me, you know, that he had been going through some stuff, maybe not the same exact stuff as I did, but, you know, that, you know, God really straightened his life out, you know. And I mean, it was just cool, man, because, you know, this is the first, you know, open door for me to really get this kind of message out there, you know. I mean, put it on, you know, national, or not national, but, you know, regional radio station, you know, FM radio station, you know, and it was pretty cool, man. I just had to share that, man, because, you know, God is good, man, and he will, you know, open doors for me and you, you know, to you know, share your faith with people, you know. But yeah, I've been slacking on my videos. I've been trying to just lay back. I've been doing my reading and trying to grow, and waiting for God to really prompt me on, you know, certain videos. But he definitely prompted me to share this, you know, that you know, that at that exact moment I was praying, like, I know that in your timing you will have this message revealed, you know, to other people, and in that timing, you know, my message came up on the FM radio station. I mean, it was just amazing, you know, to hear how God works and to see how God works. But anyway, but I've got probably gonna do another video tomorrow, so I'm gonna say that, and probably, you know, I'm gonna have to really, I've got the thing stuck right here trying to tell me to do it, and so I'm just gonna pray on it and try to get something good across. So, but anyway, yeah, but thanks for listening, and you know, God bless, and you know, keep looking for videos, man. If you're getting something out of them, you know, I will be posting more. Subscribe, you know, comment, all that good stuff. I love all of it. So, but yeah, man, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.